ARMY is shocked. Jungkook responds to the BTS Grammy 2027 boycott buzz, fictional entertainment story. The online world erupted almost overnight after a wave of speculation claimed that BTS had considered boycotting the 2027 Grammy Awards. Across social media, countless hashtags climbed the trending charts as fans searched for answers, wondering whether there was any truth behind the growing conversation. Screenshots, edited clips, and anonymous posts spread rapidly, creating an atmosphere where rumor traveled much faster than verified information. For millions of ARMY around the world, the uncertainty became a story of its own. The discussion intensified when Jungkook's name became linked to the speculation. Fans analyzed every recent interview, every live stream, and every public appearance, hoping to uncover hidden meanings behind his words and expressions. Some believed there was a deeper message waiting to be discovered, while others urged the community to remain patient until official information became available. As the debate continued, emotions across the fandom became increasingly divided. Some supporters argued that artists deserve to decide which award ceremonies they wish to attend, especially after years of intense schedules and global expectations. Others questioned whether the rumors had been exaggerated by online accounts seeking attention rather than accuracy. The uncertainty transformed an ordinary discussion into one of the most talked about entertainment topics of the week. In this fictional scenario, Jungkook eventually addresses the growing speculation during a relaxed live stream intended to reconnect with fans. Instead of making a dramatic announcement, he begins by thanking ARMY for their unwavering support throughout BTS's journey. His calm tone immediately contrasts with the intense online narratives that had dominated social media for days. He acknowledges that he has seen many conversations circulating online and understands why fans have questions. However, he gently reminds viewers that not everything shared on the internet reflects reality. He explains that assumptions can quickly evolve into headlines before anyone involved has the opportunity to speak for themselves. His words encourage fans to wait for official updates rather than relying solely on speculation. Within moments, clips from the live stream begin circulating across multiple platforms. Some viewers interpret his comments as indirectly dismissing the boycott rumors, while others continue searching for hidden meanings between every sentence. The differing interpretations only add another chapter to the already dramatic discussion. Entertainment commentators soon join the conversation, offering a wide range of perspectives. Some describe the situation as a perfect example of how modern fandom operates in the digital age, where millions of passionate supporters can transform a simple rumor into a worldwide trending topic within hours. Others suggest that artists increasingly face pressure to respond to online narratives regardless of whether those narratives are based on confirmed facts. Meanwhile, ARMY communities around the globe continue discussing what BTS has represented throughout their career. Beyond awards and trophies, many fans reflect on the group's message of perseverance, self-love, and meaningful connection. They recall how BTS consistently emphasized that music should unite people rather than divide them. Those memories encourage many fans to focus less on rumors and more on the lasting impact of the group's artistry. The fictional response from Jungkook continues to resonate because of its thoughtful simplicity. Rather than fueling controversy, he encourages understanding and patience. He reminds viewers that every major decision involving BTS deserves careful communication and mutual respect. His message becomes less about a single award ceremony and more about maintaining trust between artists and their audience. As the hours pass, online sentiment gradually shifts. Instead of debating whether a boycott will happen, more fans begin discussing the importance of verifying information before sharing it. Large fan communities encourage members to avoid spreading unconfirmed claims, emphasizing that responsible discussion ultimately protects both artists and fellow fans from unnecessary confusion. Industry observers also note how quickly speculation can influence public perception. In today's entertainment landscape, a rumor can generate millions of views before any official statement is released. This phenomenon highlights the enormous influence of digital platforms while reminding audiences that popularity does not necessarily equal accuracy. For many longtime followers of BTS, the fictional episode serves as another reminder of the extraordinary spotlight surrounding every move the group makes. Even the smallest misunderstanding can evolve into international headlines because of the immense global interest in their activities. While such attention reflects BTS's remarkable influence, it also illustrates the challenges faced by artists navigating constant public scrutiny. As discussions continue, one message rises above the noise. Fans repeatedly express that their greatest wish is simply to see BTS continue creating music and sharing memorable performances together. Awards remain meaningful achievements, but for many supporters, the emotional connection built through years of music, performances, and heartfelt communication matters far more than any single ceremony. By the end of this fictional narrative, the dramatic rumors begin to fade, replaced by a broader reflection on the relationship between celebrities, social media, and dedicated fan communities. Jungkook's imagined response reminds audiences that patience and thoughtful communication can often accomplish more than sensational speculation. It becomes a story not about conflict, but about perspective. Whether conversations unfold online or on global stages, one lesson remains clear. In an era where information moves faster than ever before, critical thinking and verified facts are more valuable than viral headlines. For ARMY, the strongest bond with BTS has never depended on rumors or controversy. Instead, it has been built through years of music, resilience, gratitude, and shared memories that continue to inspire millions across the world. In this fictional tale, that enduring connection ultimately proves stronger than any fleeting online buzz, leaving fans with a renewed appreciation for the trust that has always defined the relationship between BTS and their global audience. The days that followed brought an unexpected change in the atmosphere surrounding the story. The hashtags that had once been filled with heated arguments gradually transformed into conversations about BTS's remarkable journey over the past decade. Instead of asking whether the group would boycott a prestigious awards ceremony, many fans began asking a more meaningful question. What has BTS already achieved that no trophy alone could ever define? Across fan communities, longtime ARMY shared memories of the group's earliest years. They recalled small venues, uncertain beginnings, relentless practice sessions, and countless moments when BTS had to prove themselves against overwhelming odds. Those stories reminded newer fans that the group's legacy had never been built solely on industry recognition. It had been forged through resilience, authenticity, and an unwavering connection with millions of listeners around the globe. In this fictional scenario, Jungkook's brief remarks continued to circulate far beyond the original livestream. Media commentators analyzed every sentence, while fan-made videos highlighted the sincerity in his expression rather than searching for hidden meanings. Many viewers remarked that his calm demeanor seemed intentional, reflecting someone who understood the responsibility of speaking to an audience that stretched across continents and cultures. The conversation also sparked a wider discussion within the entertainment industry. Experts noted that the relationship between artists and award ceremonies has evolved significantly over the years. More performers have begun emphasizing creative freedom, artistic growth, and meaningful engagement with fans over the pursuit of accolades alone. While awards remain prestigious milestones, they no longer represent the sole measure of an artist's success in an era where global audiences can connect directly with musicians through digital platforms. Meanwhile, fictional reports suggested that preparations for BTS's future activities continued uninterrupted. Studio sessions, creative meetings, and long-term planning remained the primary focus behind the scenes. Rather than dwelling on speculation, the members were portrayed as concentrating on what had always mattered most: creating music capable of inspiring people regardless of language, nationality, or background. As anticipation grew, entertainment journalists shifted their attention toward the possibility of upcoming projects. Fans speculated about new musical directions, potential collaborations, and performances that could redefine yet another chapter of BTS's career. Every small clue generated excitement, but the tone had noticeably changed. Instead of chasing controversy, many supporters embraced patience, choosing to celebrate possibilities rather than rumors. One fictional commentator summarized the situation by saying that the greatest strength of BTS has always been their ability to redirect attention back to their art. Whenever headlines became consumed by speculation, the group's music ultimately reminded audiences why they became fans in the first place. Songs filled with hope, perseverance, vulnerability, and ambition had consistently outlasted temporary controversies. The emotional response from ARMY reflected that sentiment. Social media feeds became filled with concert memories, lyrics that had helped listeners through difficult moments, and messages of gratitude. Fans from different countries shared personal stories about how BTS had influenced their lives, demonstrating that the connection between artist and audience extended far beyond charts or ceremonies. In this fictional narrative, Jungkook made one final observation before ending his live stream. He smiled warmly and encouraged everyone to look forward rather than backward. He reminded viewers that every new chapter begins with trust, optimism, and the courage to keep moving together. His closing words were simple, yet they resonated deeply with millions who had followed BTS through every triumph and challenge. By the end of the week, what had begun as an explosive rumor had transformed into something entirely different. The story was no longer centered on an imagined boycott, but on the enduring relationship between BTS and ARMY, a bond strengthened not by headlines, but by years of shared experiences. In a world where sensational claims often dominate the conversation, this fictional account concludes with a quieter, more lasting truth. Genuine trust, meaningful music, and unwavering support have always been the real foundation of BTS's global legacy, and those qualities remain impossible to overshadow, regardless of whatever rumors may trend online.